Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're going to be doing another coaching session for League of Legends. So special thanks to Wayne for the generous donation, as always. We greatly appreciate it. And this is going to be a Sion support game. Now, if you want to access this Google Doc we're going to be going over, just look in the description. You'll find a link, and I'll also timestamp the game start if you want to jump straight into that, or if you want to jump to the post game, you can jump to that. We're going to start off with just a little bit of a pre-game talk about Sion support. Good runes, good items to build, good times to pick him. Then we'll watch the game itself. I'll leave a lot of notes, or write down a lot of notes rather, in a notebook that I have here. We'll talk about it, and then at the very end, we'll bring it all together for the best 5 to 10 tips to help Wayne gain some more elo. If you would like a coaching session yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. More than happy to make a video just like this for you for just $20. If you want to watch more coaching videos, there's a link in the description and in the Google Doc to my coaching playlist. And if you want to see individual champion guides, I have those for you as well linked here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. You want to average 1 control ward per 5 minutes, so a 30-minute game, you need to have about 6 control wards. You want to average 1 normal ward per minute. If you're running zombie wards, you need to have twice that number. So that's just sort of some good benchmarks in terms of general warding that you need to try to shoot for. We're not doing Vagar, actually. We are doing Sion. So a lot of people are running Comet on Sion. Now, there's not a lot of data for Sion support. There's a little bit. But most people run Comet. And the reason for this is he has 2 different abilities that apply a slow or a stun. Actually, 3 if you include his ult. So that means that the Comet has a very high percentage chance of hitting. And his E, I believe, is pretty spammable. Yeah, it's extremely cheap on a relatively short cooldown. 12 seconds or so, level 1, 11 once you hit level 3, because you're going to max your E first. That's only 40 mana. So you can basically spam this, and if you hit somebody with it, it reduces their armor by 20%. Comet on Sion is probably going to be doing physical damage, depending on how you itemize. But the armor is reduced. So it depends on if Comet's going to do physical or magical damage. But if Comet is going to do physical, which I suspect it probably will when you're picking Sion most of the time, then it's going to do an extra 20% damage as well because the armor is reduced. And the slow is going to ensure that the person's going to get hit by Comet. So that means that Comet's basically doing 20% more damage, and you have a lot of chances to lower the cooldown on it by spamming your abilities. And it's just going to do pretty good damage. And Sion is kind of meant to be played as a very early game aggressive champion, because he's going to get outscaled late game by other champions. So, the combo is you want to Roar of the Slayer, push a minion through him, slow him down, and then charge your Decimating Smash for 1 second, and then slam it, dealing additional damage to them, knocking them up, and allowing your AD carry to get some hits on them. So that's kind of your general, harassment pattern. Is you want to E in, push a minion into them, do pretty good damage, and then hit him with the Decimating Smash. So he's very good against champions that don't have dashes. So not as good against Vayne, Lucian, Ezreal as far as AD carries go, but really good against things like Jinx or Kog'Maw, at least in the laning phase. Okay, so I think that's why a lot of people take Comet. You could take Aftershock with this. You're probably not going to get, super close range. You will get some autos in, but you can do the E from quite a distance, and you want to charge up your Q from a little bit of a distance as well. So it's unlikely that... I don't know. I mean, you can go up with Aftershock after you land your Q on somebody, but I just feel like there are going to be better choices there, especially now that Aftershock doesn't do nearly as much damage. It's just designed to make you tanky. Your shield's already going to make you pretty tanky for all lanes in lane. Aftershock's okay. Guardian, it's not really what Sion's all about. He's all about aggression and damage early on. Other options could be something like Unsealed Spellbook. A couple of people do that. He doesn't have super high impact flashes, I don't think. You might be able to flash while you're channeling up your Q. I'm not sure. I don't play Sion a ton. That could be interesting if you're channeling that Q and then you flash and get the stun on him for the big duration for the 2-second stun. That could actually be pretty good. But they are changing that on Tuesday or Wednesday, rather. This is patch 8.2 right now, but It's Monday night on 8.2, so within a couple of days they're going to change Unsealed Spellbook and likely make it a lot less viable. So I think that Comet will be the way to go. Mana Flow Band, since you're not going to be getting a lot of mana items, is pretty nice because you're going to get Eye of the Equinox and probably build into things like Locket or Night's Vow. You're not going to have a lot of mana regen or just flat mana that you're going to get unless you want to go Righteous Glory. So having the Mana Flow Band is actually pretty helpful. Celerity is good to help you get into range faster so that you can land that Decimating Smash after landing an E. Because that's very time sensitive. You want to be able to charge up your Q and hit them, of course, before the slow wears off. And then Scorch is pretty good because you are an early game aggressive champion. And these are the things that I'm recommending for you. And then Iron Skin is another one that's popular just so you're going to take some auto attacks while you're charging up your Q, most likely. And then Second Wind helps you heal through that as well. And that's what I see a lot of the Sion supports who are... the few of them that are going support here. Now, this is from like a week ago, so there's just not much data on pro builds. I also looked on op.gg here for some builds, and that seems pretty standard. Most people are going Comet and then either Iron Skin or Conditioning and Second Wind. You can go Conditioning if it's a complete pushover wave or lane, but I think because you're probably going to be getting hit by a lot of stuff, then Iron Skin's most likely going to be the better choice. And then a lot of people just go Equinox, Locket, and something else, depending on sort of what your predilection is. I think that Night's Vow is very good if you want to protect a single target, but Righteous Glory is pretty good if you're kind of the primary engage for your team. So you can run in with Righteous Glory, you know, slow everybody, and then get a free, you know, Q off, and then ult and chain all of your stuff together. Okay. And then you want to max your E first, Q, I think W second. I think you want your shield second. And then your Q last. Your Q is just kind of that 1-point wonder for your stun. This will give you bigger shields kind of in the mid game, and you want your E first because that's your spammable ability in lane, and the fact that it shreds the armor is actually quite nice for team fights as well. Now it's only the first enemy hit, it's not area of effect, but your ability to shred 20% armor, so that's not just you, that's everybody, or that's everybody that hits the target that you hit with this is going to have that shred for 20% damage. So if you push a minion, you don't get the 20% damage, I don't think. No, it slows them and it does 30% increased damage. But if you just hit a normal person with it, it's going to slow them and reduce by 20%. So that's going to help your AD carry do a lot more damage to them. Or if you have like a, you know, a Camille or a Zed or something like that on your team, then that'll be really helpful for all-in situations there as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as the preamble. So I think you'd want to pick Sion if you want sort of an early aggression tank that has some reasonable engage later in the game. So he's kind of on the order of something like maybe an Alistar might be the closest comparison, but I think he does a bit more damage than Alistar early in the game, and he has better harassment patterns, much better mana management, but doesn't have the same level of roaming and engage that Alistar does. So that's kind of the trade-off. Is much more aggression in lane at the expense of a little bit less utility later. Alright, so let's go ahead and get in here. Now, he is taking, King did take Summoner Spellbook, so he is going for the Exhaust Ignite, kind of all in early, which is good. Might as well cheese it up a bit. Let's see. You want to be placing a ward somewhere. It's cool if you want to wait in here and not give Graves a leash, but at least... I don't know, maybe not. Maybe you can drop your ward here. I think if you're going for this type of strategy, where I assume you're probably going to want to sit here and, yeah, charge your Q at level 1, then you probably should have warded that. But that's okay. So you need to tell your team that Kane's probably starting Raptors, would be my guess. Let's see if I'm right here. No, Kane's actually starting your blue. Okay, and y'all see that. He's not starting his blue is the point, because they both were in this bush. And so I thought likely he was going to start his raptors and do his red. Because that's pretty common for Kayn to start raptors. He's one of the few champions that can do it. Nice, good trading. Might have been a little premature on the ignite, but you know, I don't mind it that much because you have summoner spellbook, so your ignite's going to be up a lot faster than his heal, and it did force heal, I think, so. Okay, good. Pretty good pressure. Okay, she got him. She got the pin on him. Nice. Okay, so I want you to push one more wave and then back. Kane's probably not down here yet, but he could be down here soon. Let's go ahead and push one more wave. He's just... I think he's just bluffing. You have Graves near you as well. Now use your Q on the wave. Don't even worry. Well... Okay. I guess y'all got him. I didn't think you were going to be able to get him. Nice job. Let's look at that again. Good harass. Did you push him in and didn't get this? Okay, you got the Q. Nice push. That armor shred. Actually, it didn't apply the armor shred to him. It just did nice damage. Okay. Very good. I mean, this is the Sion game plan. You go in, you bust him up early. Now y'all need to back. We'll go ahead and back. Go ahead and back, because Kog'Maw's going to show up. Graves is at the blue, so Kayn is not likely to show up. He's there, but Graves should be able to shield him. But yeah, y'all should have backed a little bit earlier. The issue is, I guess you did get a little bit of chip damage on the tower, but now you're going to be, you know, probably 20 seconds late coming back. Y'all need to be backing. No, don't tell me she is going to greed for this BF sword. That's a really bad decision. Now Kog'Maw is full health. He didn't buy anything, but... She's going to get zoned out of so much CS here. Y'all, instead of pushing this tower, y'all needed to back. After you killed the... I was just going to have you push Ornn in and then back, but after you kill Ornn and then push him in, then you need to back. Yeah, see, now she's backing, but look how much she's going to miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably 2 before I even started counting. So somewhere between, like, 8 to 10 minions. She missed. Now she's missing even more. Well, I actually do want to count, just to see. Just to quantify just how much gold she's missing, because she didn't back. And experience. Okay? So Kog'Maw is going to be up in experience now. Because she wanted to greed for her BF sword. So watch this. So y'all just got 2 kills in lane. Right? Kog'Maw is only down 6 CS right now, even though you've denied like 2 waves to the tower to him. And let's see how much Vayne misses here. Now, if she catches all of these, then she would be up a lot, but she's not going to get to catch all of these. If she had back, she would have been here to catch these when Kog'Maw pushed, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now you might get a couple of these, but it's unlikely you're going to get a lot of them. It's just hard to last hit as a support under tower because you don't have AD. 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. 16. Okay, so there was a cannon minion in there, which counts for 2, really. Just for rough math, that's roughly 17 minions. So 17 minions, if you're thinking that they are about 20 gold each on average. That's 340 gold. So that's literally a kill's worth of gold and even more experience. So she basically sacrificed an entire kill just because she didn't back right away. Worth of gold. So as a support, you need to tell her to back, and you need to back. Set an example. Just say, hey, good job, back. And if you back up, I'll promise you she's much more likely to back up. Now, she may not do it, But if you stick around in the lane, that's going to enable her. That's going to tempt her to stay too. Okay, another kill. Good. She like typing to tell you not to take kills or something. Okay, so they're pretty low. You don't know where Kane is. I don't believe. Okay. Yeah, Cog's backed. Be a little cautious of Kane. She's gonna take 2 shots. If Kane's sick, okay, he's only level 4. Okay. Now, Cog did just miss a lot of wide open CS, so, you know. And once again, you guys need to back. I mean, I know it sucks, but she needs to go back and just get some boots or something. Like, just get health. Get a control ward. Get a consumable potion. Get something. Just get your health back so you can actually fight. Y'all, like, Kog'Maw just did this too. Like, that's why he's missed a lot of CS, is because he stuck around when he was low. Oh, that was rough. She saved him. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down. What did you buy with your back? GP. Okay. That's fine, so I assume that's gonna build into the, I have the Equinox. So it looks like she's up CS, and she is, but remember, if she would have backed appropriately, she could have had, you know, somewhere around 50 CS or so. So she could have been up even more. You can never be satisfied. You gotta be up more. You gotta play the best that you can possibly play every single game if you want to climb. Like, you can't beat yourself up if you make mistakes, but you gotta aim for the best. Kog'Maw doesn't have any mana, so when she comes back, y'all might be able to fight. She's rushing Static Shiv, which is not a big fan of that. Her CS is really low, though. Alright, what'd you get? Equinox. Thanks, dear.
You're welcome.
Looks like there might be some ketchup missing from this.
Maybe some dirty and blue plates.
But Cog's just getting to sit here and free farm now. Like, y'all have killed him 3 times in lane. She is up some in items, but... Okay, ping that. Ping that he doesn't have flash. Tell the jungler to come down. Yeah, good. Okay, you pinged it. Just say free kills bot, no flash Ornn. Now, Ornn also has teleport. I'm not sure if he took summon or spellbook or what, but that means that, yeah, y'all are going to win any all-in because he doesn't have a combat summoner. Good, good ult. Nice peel. Oh, good. You guys flash. No, she needs to run. Come on. Alright. Good. Yeah, you're playing pretty solid this game with the with your micro for sure. Okay, nice. What else do you have? Okay, good. Can you exhaust him? Good. Ignite. Good, pop ignite on him. Okay, they got him. Oh, that's rough. Zerat's missing mid. Okay, he's back. There you go. Fight him, fight him, fight him, fight him. Yeah, go ahead. Just push on him. I think you maybe could have followed up a bit faster, because you know that Ornn's dead. Zerat's middle. The jungler's already right here. I think y'all could have gone harder on him. I mean, maybe you're scared of Jace with TP coming down, and that's fair. I don't know. Maybe it's risky, but I would have gone for him with the Graves right there. My thought process is if Jace was going to come down, he would have come down before the tower died. Like, he might be trying to next level you and, like, wait until the tower falls and then you overextend and then he, you know, TP's in, like, on a ward or something, but he would have TP'd into this bush or on the dragon tower or something. I mean, the tower is the major point of interest, so if he wanted to come down and fight that, I think that he would have already come. Unless he couldn't get away from Singe. I mean, his teleport is a risk, but I think it's a pretty low probability risk, and I think you could have gone in there to help clean that up faster. Okay, what are you working here? Are you going banner, huh? Yeah, see if you can flank around behind him. Yeah. You got Graves at your back. Go ahead and ult that. Ult that Kog'Maw right there. Oh, never mind. You don't have ult. Okay, good. I like going on him, though. Okay, you can stop hitting. They got it. They got it. Would have been nice if she just backed up and gave that to Graves, but... I don't know about banner here. Maybe. I mean, Singe could push one side lane. You could banner the other one. Vayne is having some problems. Can you guys team fight, though? That's usually what it comes down to with banner. It's like, can you win a team fight? If you can't, you should banner. If you can, you should go something like Locket. Yeah, I would say split pick is probably better. Graves is going to be better in duels. Zoe's pretty good. in theory, if you catch people out, it's going to be really hard to siege Zerath, so I like Banner. I like the Banner call here. I assume that's what you're getting with Reju Bead and Aegis. So I do like Banner. Come on, Singe, don't do it. Okay, good. Y'all need to position. They just got pushed out top. I would go get Rift. I would have rotated from here to Rift. Your jungler's on the top side. Singe should be able to push this in. And I think they got forced out. You guys could have also turned this around if you were here. I think you and Graves could have come up here and turned this around to help the Singe. As of right now, I'm pretty sure he's probably dead. You guys did get bought. Okay. I like pushing here. Although I do think that going top for Rift, I don't think you're going to be able to get the tier 2 here unless they really goof something up, and you're probably going to sacrifice the mid. So you guys got to kill, but they also got to kill, and I think they out-macroed you. We'll see. I mean, if they don't rotate over here, you guys might be able to get this. If you get the tier 2, it's worth. Graves should be pushing that tier 2 top, but he's getting golems instead. You did get a lot of damage on it, but they got a tier 1, and they're going to get this. I think the better play, because there's an objective up here, there's this, is probably the easiest objective to get after all the tier 1s are down. And that's effectively a tier 2 tower. Missed it. After you took this tower, I would have pinged up here, and I would have rotated and gotten the Graves to come up here. And then if they tried to move on Singe, you guys could have rotated up and killed those two. Now, we didn't know those two were going to stick around with low health. But we did know that they were low health. And we knew that Graves was on the top side, so you guys could have had the Rift. You can still go get the Rift. Now, Dragon is up in 50 seconds. What kind of Dragon is it? Mountain. You guys, you need to ping Dragon, and you need to let them know that Graves needs to come down there. Either that, or you just give them Dragon and get Rift. They're gonna send like 5 people up here for this Singe. I would just get Dragon. Tell him to go get Dragon and go get it. Right now, people are just kind of wandering around, you know, not really doing anything productive. They might get the Rift here. That's going to be a shame. Yeah. So y'all should have had that a while ago. Go get Dragon. Okay. You don't have a wave. Just go get Dragon. Go get Dragon. Yeah. I think y'all are chasing kills a bit too much here. Just get the Dragon. Singe is pushing top. Yeah, just go down here and get Dragon with them. Just ward this. You need more wards on the map. Now they're using this right here. Go try to damage this as much as you can. Okay. Minis got to tier 1. Let me back up a little bit. I was writing down some stuff here to see how this went down. I think they just overextended at your tower. Is that what pretty much happened? Zen's just top. Okay, good. Zoe into Graves flank, basically. Okay. And Ornn dies. Okay. Zerath tries to save him. Okay. Good. So they just goofed and Graves got a good flank. You had some nice wave management. Is that banner? Where'd you use your banner? Did you use the banner bot? I didn't see it. If banner helped cause that, great job. I suspect maybe it did. Okay, nice. Yeah, you can stay here. There's a big wave bot too, but well, yeah, just go ahead back. Just go ahead back. They're too low. Y'all don't have cooldowns. Getting now with Shamefest. Knight's Vow, maybe. Yeah, try to get some more wards down. Everything's just like really dark.
Blue team's turret has been shut down. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, so you got Knight's Vow. What, you TP'd? I'm gonna back up a little bit again there. I'm sick, 'cause I thought you were gonna come running out there, and I was watching that action. Okay, TP in to make sure that you get this tower. I don't know about that, because they're sieging mid right now, and I'm not sure that you need 2 people up here. I think going towards the splitter is probably not good. I don't know. It does help you take this tower faster. You need to leave once they start that TP, though, for sure. I'm not sure about that. Your TP did force their TP.
Shut down.
That was an interesting play. I mean, it worked out well. Usually you don't want to go stack on top of someone like Singe. Just let him do his thing and create pressure, and then you do something else elsewhere on the map. But that was an opportunity to make sure that tower went down a bit faster before they got help up there, so I think overall it's probably good. You did get out of there without dying, too. Okay, he did get a kill, but this guy's doing the split push, the solo queue split push special, where you just keep pushing no matter what, and then 6 people show up there. They conjure up a 6th person, and nobody gets anything else on the rest of the map because you already have all the tier 2s. This is where you're like too far ahead in the game, I feel like. And I've talked about this before, which is like, they are all naturally going to be grouped because they're pushed into a much smaller sphere of influence. They're all pushed into, like, this part of the map. So there's a really high probability that they are going to be grouped. Whereas there's less of a chance that your team's going to be grouped because there's so many distractions. There's so many random places your team could be because you control about 75% of the map right now. So this is a really dangerous time where you can be really far ahead in your team throws because they're all going to be grouped and you're not. So y'all don't need to fight. Wait on the vein. Just stall. Try to come ward around the dragon. You need to work on that warding. I'm not really seeing a lot of warding here. You did a good job of buying the wards. That's step one. But you got to actually put them down. So now they're going to be at dragon. Singed is causing pressure top, though. I think you can safely walk over and ward this bush, and then ward over into this bush. They don't have a lot of hooks. And you're pretty tanky, so if Xerath, like, hits you with a lightning bolt or something, just don't walk here. But I think you walking there is fine. No, because they're all going to be there waiting for dragon. Like, that's what they want. But y'all just need to wait on, Alright, yeah. You got Graves and Bane, it's fine. Zoe doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Just push it up middle. Well. Okay, good. Oh, God. Yeah, keep going with Singed up the middle. You guys couldn't go Baron there because Xerath does too much poke. Okay, good use of banner. I like it. Yeah, just back up. You guys don't have enough pressure elsewhere. Assume this will probably lock it. Pretty good build, pretty good build. The cog's getting pretty big. Push. Yeah, push mid. Y'all got a big wave up there. Go push. Well, not a big wave, but you have a wave. Everybody's spreading out too much. Like, y'all are getting kills, but you're not converting anything. Because you don't have good wave positioning. Just push. If you had better ward coverage, you could maybe bait Baron here. Bane's gonna go farm. Instead of push. Yeah, y'all gotta try to convert some stuff. Just back up. Just run. Actually in melee combat. The Vayne, that is. I mean, look at this positioning here. Actually, in melee combat. Alright, that was good though. You got, I mean, she's just trying to make sure that if she kills Kog'Maw, Kog'Maw is 100% gonna kill her with his passive. Oh, you guys made it up here. You wanna hang out? Alright. Wanna say hi to people on the camera? You happy about that? Are you happy about that,
She
Rory?
was wearing a really cute sweater dress earlier, but Daddy took it off.
That's right, I took it off. She was getting hot. Is that right, Rory? Okay. Oh, you got a fancy new robe?
The other one was too small.
Same.
And you could wear it, but it didn't like clothes.
Okay. Looking for that earlier. What?
Underneath your coat.
That's right.
You did in a different spot. Don't scratch your neck. You've got 2 more fries there. You better eat them.
Well. Alright. You may want to switch to exhaust here for these fights. You can exhaust somebody, Kog'Maw or Jace. Okay, good. Got him. Yeah, Baron. Nah. Yeah, Baron. Xerath's over here in the base. Yeah, go Baron, go Baron. Well, they're junglers right there. I don't know. This is really dicey. Do you trust this Graves? He does have Smite up. I would come out here as Sion. You're not going to be doing that much damage to Baron anyways. I would come out here and zone the Kayn. If you guys want to do that, I'd like stand out here and just like do your best to just zone him. So he's probably not going to kill you. And you need to make sure he doesn't just come flying in and take the Baron. Oh no. Hey, will you shut the doors, dear? Jeez. My wife's trying to put her to bed. She didn't want to go to bed yet.
The second I thought she like broke her foot or something.
Yeah, that's what she was. Oh, that's what she was doing. Oh, it just looked weird.
It's like in a weird angle. Like, oh my god, crying because she broke her foot.
She's just sassy. Alright. Got an inhibitor. What even happened there? Sorry, I got distracted. Sorry, I've been there's been a bunch of stuff going on here. Thought it was gonna be nice and quiet at the beginning, and now stuff's going down. Yeah, they're just... Jace just melts you guys. Wait, where were you at the start of that? Did you back or something? What did I miss? Okay, so y'all have the Baron. We're all pushing up. Okay, so what happens here? Ornn's dead. Jace is dead. Okay, Graves randomly goes to get golems or something. No, y'all need to quit playing around Singed. Just let Singed do his thing, and y'all need to be all grouped up. Okay, so everyone needs to leave. Leave. Okay, here you are. Alright. In case you're just running away from Kamal. Yeah, just run. Just let these guys die. Just let them die. Just get out of there. Just let them die. Just let Zoe die. It's fine. Y'all got an inhibitor. Just don't give them more. If like 1 or 2 more people dies, then they could go get your inhibitor. So if people overstay and do silly things, just let them die.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Okay, Graves did get an inhibitor, so that's good, but... Okay. Okay, they need to leave. Or get the inhibitor, get the inhibitor. Okay. Could use the teleport there. Alright, ping Graves to go get the dragon. Just gonna get raptors, wraiths. Eventually come over and get dragon. I mean, he's literally at full build. And he stops to get raptors. And red before he gets dragon. Like, he actually cannot buy more items unless he sells one. He's at full items. They are all pushing their base with full visibility. And he has to stop and get raptors and red before he gets this free dragon. That is autopilot if I've ever seen it. Now he's got to go down and get golems. So teams grouping up middle lane. Has to go get golems. Once again, gold basically meaningless for him. Other than buying more elixirs. Okay, we all got the orange, which is good. Just, if you're out there watching this, just stop and think. Now we stop to get wolves. Just stop and think. It's not worth getting jungle camps if there's something else you could be doing that's more meaningful with your team, especially if you already have 6 items. Okay. But let's go ahead and bring it all together here. Okay, so in general, you want to back when you're low. So, like, Vayne was at, like, 10% health. Now, I know you can't control her backs, but if you say, hey, let's reset, she's much more likely to back if you back. So that was after you guys got the first couple of kills bot lane, and you push it into their tower. Because when you back and heal and you come back, even if it's just with a dagger and boots or something, you know, or just a pickaxe, even if it's not the BF sword, you're still going to be stronger, and you're going to be in a position to get CS. Because as we saw before, she got zoned off of that wave because she was so low, and then eventually she had to back anyways, and she missed, 19 CS. She missed like 340 gold worth of CS. And a lot of experience. She probably missed like at least a level worth of experience. So if she would have just backed on time, it would have been pushing towards her, and she would not have missed nearly as much. Because she was basically AFK in that lane. Like, when she didn't back, she was so low that she basically just wasted like 30 seconds just standing around watching Kog'Maw CS because she couldn't go up and contest anything. Okay, so we'll say, so focus on objectives more. Don't worry about getting kills if there's nothing that you can do with those kills. So the main thing I'm thinking of is when you got mid-tower, Graves was on the top side, Singe was on the top side, and I think you and Vayne went down bottom to kill the Kog'Maw. I'm pretty sure your tier 1 tower was already down, so he wasn't threatening a tower. You guys just wanted to kill him. And you did kill him, you got him, but you could have gone top to get Rift, and incidentally, while you were there with Graves, y'all could have made a play to kill those two people top with the Singed. Now, you didn't know that opportunity was going to arise because there was no vision up there, so you didn't know they were staying. But you could have almost certainly done the Rift, or at least started it. Whereas what ended up happening was, yes, you killed somebody bottom, they killed Singe top, so you ended up just trading kills, and then Xerath also got a tower mid, and they got Rift off of that. So they ended up getting 2 objectives, whereas all you got was the kill. You did get some damage on the tier 2 tower bot, which eventually the minions did take down, but that wasn't until like 5 or 10 minutes later. So they got a more immediate benefit off of you chasing that kill bottom, because they also got a kill, and they got 2 objectives off of it. So just always focus on the objectives. It doesn't matter if you get kills if they don't turn into anything else. And then just in general, like, there were several fights where your team won, but you didn't get anything. So, like, your team would win a fight, and then everyone would just scatter. Like, maybe the jungler would go get a couple more jungle camps, just the ADC would randomly back, somebody else would go do something else random, and the enemy would have 2 to 3 people dead. So you should be doing something, right? Either, like, definitely get a tower or a dragon if you can, but if those aren't up, just, like, get some deep vision in their jungle, go sweep their jungle, deny all the vision. If you're gonna, you know, do jungle camps, like, go do it as a group and clear all of them out. I think that's a pretty low priority, but getting some deep vision in their jungle and denying vision is really important. So I think that that could have been something that you guys could have been doing more. Because then you can set up more picks. Like, you can just wait in a bush or something with Graves, and when they go try to kill the Singe, you guys can pop out of the bush and kill them. So I think that's something that maybe you could have done a bit more. So let allies die more often who are out of position. Okay, so there are a few times you're chasing around where the Singe was just acting goofy, or the Graves was trying to make a big play, or the Zoe, or whomever. If the situation looks bad, like I'm thinking of when you guys got that mid inhibitor, just go ahead and leave. Just get the mid inhibitor, ping back several times, and then just leave. Especially as Sion, because if you get caught into that, like if it's a bad situation, then they're going to kill you in addition to everybody else. That's going to give them not only an extra kill, but that's going to take another person off the map, so they could potentially go do inhibitor, get wars in your jungle, do all kinds of things. So if they're going to die, just let them die as Sion. You know, if you're Janna, you can maybe sneak up and shield them and, like, maybe save them and get out yourself because Janna's so safe. But, you know, if you're Sion, you got to let them go because you don't have very good, like, options for saving people. Like, you're really good at starting fights and CCing and like killing the enemy, but you're not so hot at saving allies. So just play around your strength. If it's not going to be a fight you can win, you need to probably just back up and just let people die. And the final one, try not to play around the split pusher most of the time. Sometimes it makes sense, but like your teleport top, I think, was pretty good. You got that tier 2 tower, but y'all probably should have backed up after the tier 2. It's okay. But like the problem with that is Singed is drawing a lot of pressure to him, and the point of it is you need to go get other objectives, because Singed is not going to be very good in team fights or in like 3v3 skirmishes or whatever. Like he's good at getting people to chase him and just waste time, like 1v1 or 1v2. So you didn't do this too often. A couple of times you gravitated towards Singed, but like Graves did it and a couple other people did it. And you need to be pinging, just like get other objectives instead of just falling around Singed. I did like the banner in this game, as I said, because you already had like a pretty weak team fight, and you had some really good sort of assassin type of champions with Zoe, and Vayne's even a lot better at skirmishing like 1v1 and 2v2 than she is in team fights, and Graves same way. So you really wanted to get the enemy to split up, but they're naturally going to group from what I described because they have less and less of an area of influence on the map. So they have to kind of band together just because there's not enough room for them to be in random places. So I do like Banner for pressuring objectives in that particular game because the split pick was a much better strategy than team fight for your specific team comp. Okay, but I think that's it. Overall, really good. I think just work on those back timings. Work on the warding is the other thing. So you need to be warding much more often, specifically more control wards to deny vision. And yeah, I feel like, I don't know how many times you wore that game, but I felt like there were a lot of opportunities to ward. So just remember, anytime you're rotating or running someplace, just go ahead and drop wards. You know, you just walking through their jungle, just drop wards in there. You know, or just make sure you have wards on the map, and then you can worry about optimal ward placement areas. So you should be warding around Dragon and around Baron about, you know, 30 seconds before they spawn and getting Scuttle Crab and all that stuff. But even if you're not, like, doing that consistently, you should be at least having 3 wards on the map at all times, 3 normal wards and 1 control ward. So try to work on that. But other than that, I think that was good. Just work on your backing a little sooner. I thought you made some really good itemization choices. Don't get caught up in the fiesta. Try to shot call more. Get your team to actually go get objectives after kills. And just convert those kills into those objectives. And if someone's just doing something silly, just let them die. If they're all running around in the fiesta, just let them go. If it looks like it's going to be a bad fight. And get a lot more vision. That will give you intel and let you know if it's going to be a bad fight. You'll see if people are rotating. You'll just have more opportunities to make better decisions. So that's going to be it. Thank you very much. As always, Wayne, really appreciate it. Anyone else out there who wants a coaching session, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. We'll set that up. It's just $20 to make a video just like this for you. And otherwise, I'll see everybody next time. Have a good day.